Hello! Here's a quick argument that starts with a story. I use the name Jim too much. This is Tim. Yeah, Tim has a good life. He's pretty rich, he's married, and has a young daughter. One day, his daughter gets very sick. It's quite serious. He goes to the doctor, who says curing his daughter's illness would cost $12,000, an amount he could easily pay. Coincidentally, Tim also found out on the same day that there's a malaria-based charity that for every $6,000 donated, statistically saves one life. Anyways, Tim goes home to write a check of $12,000 to the hospital to get the cure for his daughter. But before Tim fills out the check to the hospital, he realizes that filling out the check to the malaria charity would save 2 lives rather than 1 life. So he should actually fill it out to the malaria charity instead. So he sends the $12,000 to the charity and pulls out another check, this time to help his daughter. But it's still true that by filling this check out to the charity, he saves 2 lives rather than 1. So he should send this check to the charity too. So he does. He pulls out another check, and the same logic applies, so he sends that one to the charity too. And the next, and so on until he runs out of money. And, unable to pay for his daughter's cure, she dies. The end. Now, the moral of the story is that Tim was a bad person who should have saved his daughter. Squared, don't be so hasty. You have this intuition that a parent has a special moral obligation towards their own children that they don't have towards other children, and that Tim violated this parental moral obligation. Having this intuition will lead you to give preferential treatment to your own children and help them survive and pass on your genes more effectively than someone who lacked this intuition. Consequently, evolution would actually select for individuals who believed that they had special moral obligations to their children. This wouldn't have anything to do with the actual existence of such a parental moral obligation, merely the evolutionary advantage that a belief in this moral obligation gives. I find that Tim's ability to overcome the effects of this evolutionary-driven intuition and still help the most children that he could to be an admirable endeavor, rather than merely succumbing to what feels right to him. Yes, exactly. I think that's definitely what you, as a naturalist, should believe. This idea that Tim acted immorally, it's all just some evolutionarily driven illusion. However, I find that crazy. I'm not going to get into all the epistemological weeds about the roles of intuition in this video, but I think it's safe to say that if I was a naturalist, I'd probably have to believe that Tim wasn't a bad person. But I don't think I could ever actually believe that. It's just really obvious that he was. So it doesn't seem like I could ever be a naturalist. Anyways, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and or support a malaria charity if you enjoy this content.